What's going on, Jeromes? We are back. Again, entertainment purposes only. Week 4 NFL picks against the spread. So, like I said, week 1 we went 14-2. And as I said, that was not sustainable. And we have come back down to earth. We were 4-12 in week 2. We were 6-10 week 3. We're right at 50-50, 24-24, 50-50 with Cristobal, which obviously is below 52.4% break even at minus 110. So it is what it is, right? But again, entertainment purposes only. Picking the entire card is very stupid. All right, so but Thursday Night Football this evening, got the Seattle Seahawks minus 1.5 on the road against the Arizona Cardinals. All of the rumors and innuendo: Marvin Harrison, drop it like it's hot. Right, John Connor out, Trey Benson in. Seattle, great defense, as well as Slinging Sam Darnold, JSN doing some damn things. But I don't know. Division games are always tough. Short week. Seattle's favorite here. I actually think Arizona wins by a field goal. All right, so give me the points and also give me the money line on the Cardinals. Then Sunday, you have the Minnesota Fighting Vikings. Neutral site against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Vikings minus 2.5 at Croke Park. Yeah, over in Dublin. I think the Vikings. I actually feel like this is a blowout game, and I know that's the homer take on things, but I feel like Pittsburgh. Them getting beat by Seattle week 2, them beating the Patriots because the Patriots had 5 turnovers. The Jets week 1, I feel like that was a fluke. I feel like the Steelers are a bit of paper tigers. I think the Vikings fired up after that Bengals game. No emotional hangover. They go overseas and do the damn thing. So give me the Vikings minus 2.5. I think the Vikings win pretty comfortably by 10 or so in this game. Then you have the Commies on the road against the Falcons. Falcons imploding after that week 2 win against the Vikings. The Vikings are going to end up 16-1, and we'll look back as like, how the hell did we lose the Falcons, who Raheem Morris is going to get fired, and I don't know if Penix is the guy. Don't know. But the Commies, a lot of injuries right now. Jaden Daniels, TBD, although Mariota looked pretty solid last week. Also, Scary Terry McLaurin got banged up. So, also Bill was on the injury report today or yesterday. So, I don't know. I still think that Washington gets it done. I'm not buying Atlanta, even though they're at home, I'm just not buying them. And then you have the largest line of the week by far. You have the Saints plus 50.5 at Buffalo, which, by the way, F the Saints, but the NFL schedule makers had the Saints on the road in Seattle and then on the road in Buffalo from New Orleans. That's rough. Screw them. But I don't know. I feel like this is a backdoor cover situation. I think that the Bills get up, like 28-3 sort of situation. But then I feel like sort of take the foot off the gas, end up winning 28-17. That's what this feels like. Yeah. It's hard in the NFL, like any given Sunday, but it's hard to fade over 2 touchdowns. So give me the Saints and the points. You got the Browns plus 10 at Detroit. This Browns defense, man, is pretty good. Also, the Jim Schwartz Bowl in Detroit. All the storylines are there as well. And I don't know. I feel like Detroit is riding high from that Ravens win, as well as that win allegedly against the Bears. I think they slip up a little bit. I don't think that Cleveland wins outright, but I feel like this could be sort of an ugly slobber knocker game. I feel like this could be like 2017 type game, and I'm really excited to see this defense, how they do against Sonic and Knuckles and company. Next, you got the Carolina Panthers. Tet banged up, Xavier banged up, whatever. On the road against the Patriots, Carolina plus 5.5. Patriots running backs, fumbles all over the place. I think this is finally the Trevion Henderson breakout game, but I think this one comes down to the wire. Give me Carolina plus the 5.5. I think this one ends up like 30-27, somewhere in there. And then you have the Chargers, perhaps the hottest team in football right now. Justin Herbert doing this damn thing. Omarion Hampton, Quentin Johnston learning how to catch. That defense is looking really damn good with Jesse Minter. And they go on the road against the New York Football Giants. Jackson Dart is now in effect. Malik Neighbors, I think, gets a little bit loose. Scadaboo is now running back 1. I don't know. I feel like I want to say Chargers. Like the head says Chargers, but the hat says Giants. Like if this was a full 7, I consider taking the Giants. Then you got the Eagles on the road against the Buccaneers. Both teams involved in last-second field goal blocks last week. Whatever. But the Eagles, I don't know. I'm still not buying their brand. And I feel like Tampa's going to be tough. Even without Evans, they potentially get Godwin back. I think Bucky Irving has a good game this week. Plus, Never bet against Baker. Don't bet against Baker at this point. So give me the Buccaneers plus the 3 and the hook at home. Tennessee plus 7 on the road against the Texans. This is a mid-off, right? Tennessee is bad. Tennessee is very bad. Houston could be worse, right? But I don't know. I feel like this is a nondescript 20-10 type game. Just, so ugly, it's oogly. Then you have the Daniel Jones, MVP candidate Daniel Jones on the road against the Los Angeles Rams. And I feel like Jonathan Taylor-Thomas coming off that 3-touchdown game. I obviously think that the Rams sell out to try and stop him. Like Daniel Jones does a little something against this Rams secondary. So give me the Colts plus 3.5. How are you the Colts getting points on the road? A neutral site game, basically, against the Rams. They got Jacksonville plus 3.5 on the road at San Francisco. If you're going to San Francisco, Duval. And the Niners are just banged up. Brock Purdy might return. Mac Jones is banged up as well. Who would have thought that Christian McCaffrey is the only healthy player on this damn team? All right, because Ayuk, Jennings, Kittle down. Like, what kind of black magic spell did Christian McCaffrey cast on this team to steal all of their health? You got the Ravens licking their wounds on the road against the Chiefs. I feel like there's just going to be some Arrowhead shenanigans. All right, so the Chiefs getting points at home. I know they've struggled, but I feel like Mahomes gets a little something going, and maybe the Chiefs' defense buckles down. All right, so this is a big-time game because no team wants to start 1-3. None of them. Then you got the Bears on the road against the Raiders. This is a quintessential Bears letdown game, so they got to beat up on the Cowboys. I actually feel like the Raiders, off their embarrassing loss against the Commies, I feel like they buckle down a bit. I feel like Max Crosby goes wild this game, and I feel like Ashton Genty actually does some work here against the Bears. So give me the Raiders at home getting 1.5. Sunday Night Football, stupid Packers against the stupid Cowboys. I don't know. I feel like this one, even though the Packers defense and Micah Parsons homecoming, Kenny Clark, blah, 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 I just feel like this is too many points. I feel like this one is close. I feel like this ends up being like 23-20. So give me the points. And then you got the Jets. Even though CeeDee Lamb, yes, I'm taking the Cowboys. And then you got the Jets, getting 3 points at the Dolphins. I feel like this could be it. If the Dolphins get embarrassed on national TV, I think that Mike McDaniel gets fired. All right, so give me the Jets plus the 3. I think that they win outright as well. And I actually don't think that it's going to be pretty. Then Cincinnati plus 6.5 on the road against Denver. That great Denver defense against that dubious Jake Browning quarterback-led offense. I actually think they trade for Russell Wilson after this game. Or actually, trade for Jameis because that'd be way more entertaining. But give me Denver minus the 6.5 at home. So that is it. There you go. Again, entertainment purposes only. Week 4 NFL picks. Hope we don't lose again. Guys are the best you know what to do. Skol, production value.